Hello and welcome back to the LD channel, and once again I had disappeared from the limelight for a while. Well, I am back now. So I just thought I'm going to do like a catch-up video to let you all know what's been going on recently, and as well as that I will also be discussing my year in review and all the things I have done and achieved, and I will also at the end of the video will be revealing my ambitions and plans for 2026. First of all, the reasons for my disappearance from the channel. I've actually been dealing with a lot of IRL stuff, but mainly I am currently fighting off my burnout and been dealing with some downs, and as of now I am dealing with a bad right leg in which I have been limping on for just over a week now. And at the moment, at the time of this recording, my right leg is progressing really well, so it's still a bit sore at the moment, but I've managed to get some strength back into it, and hopefully soon I will be back up and running anytime soon. So hopefully it continues to go in that direction, and hopefully I will be back fighting fit. On the plus side, I did release a new compilation album, so it's the LDMP Creative Collections Volume 2. So I've just produced 10 tracks, so 8 original productions and 2 remixes. I've uploaded it onto my SoundCloud, in which you'll be able to find the link in the description. And I've also uploaded and produced 4 remixes to some of my favourite Christmas tracks anyway. And I really hope you all enjoyed it as well, and you know, despite whether you like it or not, the views is very much appreciated, so once again thank you for all that love and support for that. Anyway, I will be continuing doing that in the new year, and well, I will explain more about that at the end of the video. So if you didn't check any of those out yet, then go back to my main channel page, and then you will see on the most recent uploads there are all my remixes and new productions on there, so feel free to check them out, and if you really like it, then don't forget to thumbs up. So let's talk about 2025. Let's talk about the year that I've had and what I have been doing and done, what I did in the past 12 months. So at the beginning of the year, I've set myself out to focus on my fitness and health, and decided to take it much further. So I have revisited my fitness when I turned 30, when the new gym has opened, and I just thought, like, I want to, you know, just go back there again, and just added some cardio. And then last year I started adding some strength training, and it was my first dumbbell sessions, and it was a little bit overwhelming to start with, but then I finally got the wheels going, and then I've managed to get used to it, and I think I'm absolutely acing it now. This year I had signed up to a program in which it includes a more specific, well-structured exercises, so that covers pretty much every single part of the body, from the upper body to the lower body. And I'm still doing this as of now, and I will actually say this, the results are definitely showing, and it is actually much better than my self-taught plans that I did last year. The exercise program that I actually used is the Alex Crockford fitness app. So I actually first came across, you know, when I was browsing through the YouTube videos for like some ideas for exercise and stuff, and then there's the Alex Crockford YouTube channel and stuff like that, and I just gave it a watch. And I think what has brought me over there is there was a lot of community, there's a lot of comments, and there's been a lot of good things about it. So I thought, and then I've had a look at the prices and all that, and I thought maybe there's a little bit too much, so I'll just hold off for a little bit. But then when I had the free trial and tried it out, it was a bit hard to begin with, but actually it got easier later on, and I've actually very soon started to really enjoy it, and so I've remained consistent and stuck with it, well, until now, and I'm still doing it now. So on this app, it pretty much covers like every single equipment, you know, like, or if you're going to the gym, then you can use the gym equipment. But there's also like exercises for just your whole body only, like no equipment use or whatsoever. and there's also some guidance on nutrition and dieting, and there's also like weekly sessions with him over like a Zoom call, so they just talk in different topics, you know, pretty much all sorts, and then occasionally they have guests over, and just, you know, keeping in check and all that, and that was that really. So if you are looking for a well-structured exercise plan, you know, if you really want to take your health and fitness a bit more seriously but enjoy yourself at the same time, then what I'll do is I'll put the link in the description to Alex Crawford, and just read more about him, and I think there is a free trial going. If not, then well, I'm sure there'll be something. I don't know, I need to check at the time of this recording, but there'll be some info in the description, so if you want to check it out, then just go and check it in the description as well, and you'll thank me later. So speaking of dieting, as I've mentioned earlier, I've actually took a food intolerance test, and I had the results quite quickly, and it turns out that I'm highly reactive to most of the foods that I actually really enjoyed. And as you know, previously I had suffered badly with bloating and sometimes diarrhea and all that kind of stuff anyway, and I do have a full belly showing anyway, and it's mostly come from full dairy products. So I've decided to cut out the full dairy products, you know, cheeses and milk and anything like that, and then just made alternatives. So I've gone from full dairy to dairy free, and I'm not gonna lie, the dairy free products that I've tried out later on in the year has been absolutely amazing. And although at once I did try like a plant-based chicken breast, that didn't taste good. It tastes more like tofu than it doesn't actually taste like chicken at all. So, but I've also increased my protein intake as well, and the fruit and veg on that as well. So I do eat a lot more lean meats and all that, and I do eat a lot of chicken as well. So that's a good thing as well. And I've also added some pork as well, and maybe some turkey as well. I had turkey for Christmas. So now this is not like a fully restrictive diet, just so you know. This is more of a balanced diet for me, so I can allow myself to have 1, maybe 2 cheat meals or cheat days, you know, just to make sure that I get pretty much everything that my body needs to, you know, like keep my fuels going and all that, so without overdoing it. So it's all about finding the right balance, and that was that. So in March I've decided that I wanted to take up running, because I think what drawn to me is I've seen a lot of posts of some people that I do know that actually did like half marathons and marathon races and all that, and I just got interested. Like, I sort of started, you know, like running on a treadmill when I got back to the gym last year. So it was only like 10 to 15 minutes. But in March, I've decided to take running a bit more seriously, and just, you know, see what that was like. So the first thing I did was I actually did 2.5 kilometers of running, like non-stop, so just like slow jogs, and I had to stop to the shop, you know, at one point, but thankfully I've got a lot of energy left, and did the other 2.5k back home. And I thought to myself, once I finished, I thought I could really do this. I thought, wow, that feels really, really good. And so as the days go on, I've decided to do the full 5k distance without stopping. And you know what? It was much easier than I thought it was. If I actually started from scratch with, like, if I not run at all, you know, if I'd been sitting down a lot or just do some walks, that would have been different. But because I've already done some treadmill running, you know, when I was doing the gym last year, that actually sort of helped with that anyway. So because I've already built like my stamina and my aerobic base and all that, so and that's where it took off really with the running. So And then I've started doing more longer distances. I've increased my speed, and I do like various intervals and progressive runs and some hill sprints. And that leads to July, where I first took part in the park run close to where I live. Well, when I say close, I think it's probably about half an hour's drive there. And I actually achieved on my first park run 27 minutes, so that was a decent time. And then on the second or third park runs I did, I've got a PB of 25 minutes, so I've hit my sub 25. And then at some point recently, but in September, but I've actually did the last one about a few days ago. I actually did manage a 22:42. And that was my first PB since September, in which I've achieved a 22:52. So I shaved off 10 seconds off the PB there. And I'm not gonna lie, that did result in me limping straight afterwards, even though I felt really good. But yeah, that's when my right leg started playing up really funny, and I thought that was a bad idea. I also did a 10k race as well, so that was my first official race, and I've hit like 48 minutes. So that was great fun as well, and it's a very, very nice location. And you know what, I'm actually glad I've took up running a bit more, because you know, it has really changed mentally for me. It has improved my focus, improved my confidence, and that's something I just don't want to stop anytime soon. So, and I do have big ambitions and new aims for 2026, which I will go into at the end of the video. Also, I did a Tough Mudder for the first time in June. That was in Scotland, which is at a little place called Hopeston Estate, which is in Queensferry near Edinburgh. And it was a very, very nice little location. However, there was some problems, if I remember, because it was so popular. Like, there was like a big amount of traffic going along the, you know, to and I just have to sort of run my way there, and well, as a warm-up, as you call it anyway. But it was my first like major event, and I wasn't really sure if I'm able to do it, but I actually glad I did it. It was like the most fun that I've actually had, doing like the 20+ obstacles that tests your mental and physical grit anyway. And that was something that I really want to do again, and I will bring that up again at some point later on, we'll see. And it was a 15k distance as well, so it's quite a bit of a distance. And it was raining a lot, but I didn't bother, because you know, it's a Tough Mudder, and obviously we need we need to get ourselves muddy, although it's not really as muddy as I thought. But still, it was great fun, and I really want to do it again, and that's something that I'm pleased with, and I've got some enjoyment in that. And as well as that, I actually did help a lot of people out as well, so it's all about the camaraderie, as well as, you know, testing yourself. You know, face your fears, do it anyway. And that leads to August time. I actually did the bungee jump at Highland Fling. Yes, so I don't know what possessed me to actually do it. It was just like a spur of the moment, because when I was browsing through Facebook, there was like videos like of so many people doing the bungee jumps and the tandem swings and all that, and I just thought, what if I did one? And so I actually booked myself a bungee session, and I've turned up on the day, and it was raining as well. You see, every single time that I try to go and do something, it always just like pisses on me. I just don't think the weather likes me very much. But so I have been settled very well by, I mean, heights don't really bother me. I don't have a fear of heights. But when I got up there and I've looked down, I was like, wow, it is really high up. And the only thing is to, you know, really convince myself, oh, just gonna do it anyway, because, you know, just think of yourself, right, you know what, you'll just yeah, just think that you're flying, you know, like you just jump off and then you fly anyway, like you're not gonna crash or anything, but you know, so that was the mentality I had anyway, you know, as some of the guys from Iron Flame mentioned, just fucking send it. That's what they actually said to me. And so when it comes to me like standing on the edge on there, and I thought, right, this is it, like let's go, like I'm eager to do it. So, and then I've made a jump, and I actually did like felt something as well. That was like a big whoosh moment, you know, as I'm going backwards. But once I've got settled, it felt amazing. Like it felt really good. Like it was just this feeling of, you know, relief, and it was a great feeling actually, and that's something that I would absolutely love to do again. Like if I have my time, if I can find the time to do it again, I will. I would be happy to do it again. And I've also took part in the Go Ape course as well. It's a forest obstacle course anyway, so that was just something, you know, just to fill the void, just to fill the time, and might as well. So you're just basically overcoming like forest obstacles at a height anyway, and there's a lot of zip lines as well, especially the one that is going to be the longest in the UK, I think. And it was great fun. It was great fun. Although I did remember that I've actually lost my shoe when I actually did the swing to the rope ladders, and I should have, and I think I should have bought more tighter shoes anyway. But thankfully, there was something that can be retrieved, and not like, you know, during the middle of the zip line, and then my shoe just fell off into the river. And I might end up having to walk with one shoe on and one sock on, and back to the hotel or back home. That was like, I'm grateful that didn't happen. So anyway, that was an interesting day, but yeah, it was a good day. So back to the fitness, I just want to quickly mention I actually did more cycling in the spring and summer, and I've covered actually longer distances, and I've also done some swimming as well, just to assist with my cross training, you know, on my down times, you know, my rest times anyway, just to keep my fitness levels up anyway, and to help with the cause and all that, so which was much needed. And I'm definitely gonna squeeze in more swim sessions, and I'll get back to cycling when the weather's better again, because to be honest, I'm not a big fan of cycling in the winter. It's just especially in Scotland, it's like you get the chills, like the frosty chills, and it just don't feel comfortable. And in September I've actually did my 100 push-ups a day challenge. It was brutal to start with, but as we get closer to the end of the month, it got a lot easier, and I've managed to get a lot done. And I think the most I've done in a single time, I think I've managed to get like, I think it was 45 or 50 push-ups in a single go, and that was good. I mean, it'll be great if I can do 100 push-ups in one go, but I think that's pushing it. So, but it has really helped with the confidence, my mentality and all that. And as a result for all of this anyway, I just wanted to see how much I weigh. So as of now, as of the time of this recording, I actually weigh, so I was about, in the last 2 years, I was about, I think, close to 16 stone. So because I was bloating so bad, and then I've got like a big like fat face on there, that kind of stuff. So now I actually weigh just above 12 stone. So in the last 2 years, I've actually nearly lost about 4 stone in the process, and 3.5 stone. And I think with all the changes and incorporating more like strength training and running that I've started, it has really helped with that. And I've actually got more slimmer, and I've got more leaner as well, as you can see in my comparison photos. So that was me at the start of the year, and this is me now. So I do apologize if I'm naked, but that is the result that I've had for that, and I'm actually grateful I did this. And thinking about it, I don't ever want to stop. Like, I don't ever want to stop. I have that urge, you know, to, you know, do something just to make sure that I maintain it. And you never know, next year I could actually be a bit more muscular, but if not, then I'm actually happy with it. So so I do look good. I actually do feel good, although I do have a lot of setbacks with my mental side, but I'm actually really grateful that I actually did that. And you know, it's something that I really needed to do, because now that I'm in my 30s, and this is something that if I actually don't do anything about it, I could actually be in a worse situation. So, but seriously, if you are like, you know, if you're feeling down, depressed, and all of that, then I seriously consider actually start, you know, taking up gym sessions, do a lot more exercises. I think you should do run. I think we need to get, I mean, everybody's like started taking up running recently as well, and there's more and more people that want to do it. So if I can do it, you can do it. Seriously, this is not a joke. This is, you know, it took me a while, so you just need to be patient, and you just need to be consistent, and you'll get there in the end. So trust me, if I can do it, you can do it. Just go for it. So what's the plan for next year, 2026? So first things first, I've decided that obviously there will be new content coming to the channel, but I've decided that this channel is going to be more of a vlog style channel. So I'm going to be posting more lifestyle videos. Usually on this channel it's a lot of gaming content, but I want to change that. I feel like I want to get to know you a little bit more. You get to know me a little bit more as well, without going too personal. So I'll be planning to do some running content. So, and I do have a couple of events planned for it, and I've also invested in the Instago 360 Ultra. I'm going to be using, so for that. There's going to be a whole variety of content, you know, but it's mostly going to be about me and, you know, just doing some training for, you know, some events I've got planned that I'll mention shortly. And also me checking out some really cool stuff, you know, that I've not even tried yet. So, but I will think about it closer to the time. So I want to talk to you about the events that I will be doing for this year. So, and I'm going to start off first by saying that in March I will be doing my first official half marathon route, so there will be the content for that. And as I've mentioned, there will be some vlogs, you know, of me doing the training in the lead up to that very, very soon, and hopefully my Instago 360 will capture all of it. So we'll see how that goes. In about April, I will be doing my first cycling event. I will be cycling along the most beautiful spots, the most beautiful like sceneries and the roads in north of Scotland, in the Highlands and all that. So it's called the E-Tape Loch Ness that I will be doing as well. So there'll be content for that as well. In September, I will be doing my first ever marathon. Because I know I have a younger brother who actually did the full marathon, and I actually went to the actual event, and even though because of work I didn't manage to see him cross the finishing line, but I've decided that I'm gonna do one. So this year is gonna be the year for me to try out the first full marathon, and just to see what it's like anyway. So I'm looking forward to that anyway. It's all been paid for, so I do have the spot anyway, so I just need to go and train for it. So there'll be content for that as well. And in regards to Tough Mudder, I will be returning to do another Tough Mudder. However, a little twist, or shall I say a big twist maybe. So not only I'm planning to do one, not two, but 3 events. So I'll be doing 3 Tough Mudder events between May and the end of June. So I will be doing the first Tough Mudder in London West in May. That will be my second event. I'll be returning to Scotland for my third event. But at the end of June, at Belvoir Castle, they will be hosting the world's toughest mudder. And even though I've not got the ticket yet, but I'm likely that I will be doing it. So, and there's also, well, there's two reasons for this. Number one, I'll be doing it for myself, but there's also another reason, which is probably going to be for a good cause, but I will have more info on that at some point later on in the new year. So as far as the content goes anyway, so as far as new content added to my YouTube channel, I will also confirm that I will be returning to live streams. So when I do live stream, this will be my this will be just for the gaming side of things anyway. So whenever I fancy, you know, gaming and all that, I will be doing the live stream, so we can have a little chit chat and then we can just, you know, watch me play certain games on it. So not only will I be doing it on my YouTube channel, but I've also set up a Twitch channel for it as well. So I'll be streaming it to both. And this, yeah, as I mentioned, this will be my go-to for video games, really. So I think I've burnt out from producing the gaming content now. So I'm just gonna decide, like, do you know what? I'm just gonna play and just stream and see where we go from there. But I'm definitely going to be returning to live streaming very soon. It's just a case of when, but it will be very soon. And also not forgetting, in regards to music, I will be releasing new music, so I'm aiming to release at least one. So rather than just do a compilation album, I'm actually going to be releasing new content, new music, at least once a month. So there'll be either a new remix or a new production that I like to share with you on this channel as well, and also on my SoundCloud. I also have my dedicated Twitch channel for my live DJ sets. Anyway, I put that link in the description. So it is LDMP Live, I think that's what it's called. This is where I'll be doing my DJ sets as well, which I haven't actually done for some time because I'm actually going through a burnout phase. But right now I think I seem to be out of the phase, and I will be easing back into it very soon to kickstart the new year. So look forward to that. And so that's it. That's pretty much everything explained and discussed. So all that's left for me to do and say, I wanted to first of all say a very happy new year to all of you, and may 2026 bring you good joy for all. And if you have resolutions for yourself, you have your own goals and aims, that's great. If not, then just live your life, I suppose. So there we go. So I hope everybody had a great 2025, and just let me know in the comments, you know, how your year went, and what are your goals, what are your ambitions, what would you like to do for the new year. If you don't have one, then just comment away. If you do have one, then just comment away. But so I've shared my experiences and my ambitions for next year. But if you really like that, and if it has inspired you to do something like this, then don't forget to give it a thumbs up. And if you want to check out more of my content and you want to be alerted for when the new stuff comes, please hit the subscribe button as well, as I will have some new content planned on there hopefully very soon. Again, I'm just gonna do it as I feel like it anyway, so but I need to get back into it, and that was it really. I just feel like this is the longest vlog video I've ever done, and I've never chatted so much, so I'm just gonna end it there. So guys, thank you for watching. Happy New Year everybody, and I will see you all in 2026. Make the most of it, enjoy yourselves. I'll see you in the new year. Peace out.